everyone, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So today I'm going to show you this Showstopper card that I made during the Facebook Live recently, and this is using my 5x7 Tri-Fold die set, and I'm using the new poems. So I'm using the Happy Birthday poem from the latest collection, along with this is the additions from the Magic Slider collection, and then papers are a mix of the Brights papers and the Party paper pad, which I'm showing you here. Again, during the Facebook Lives, I like to mix and match old and new collections and just have some fun. If you want to watch this full 2-hour craft along, then I'll share the link in the description box below. And if you want to see how to make these cards in more detail in a tutorial version, then I'll share the playlist in the video now. These videos are just for inspiration, which is why I put them on high speed. I just literally condensed down the Facebook Live just so you can keep it then for reference. So I'm just first of all cutting the main plate. So you want to do 2 of these if you want to do those big Showstopper cards. If you just want to cut it once, and then you can just make a 5x7 card and that will fit in an envelope. I do have some nice gift bag envelopes for these larger style cards, and they will still deliver through the post, but I like to give these ones by hand in person, and then you can go a bit mad with all of the embellishments and decoration. But like I said, you can post them as well, and I've got box envelopes as well, and I'll share all of those in this tutorial. So I've cut everything there, and then what I like to do is just go over the score lines that will already be printed into the card, but just go over them again. It just reduces any cracking that you might get. This is a 300 GSM smooth cardstock, and it's the one I go to all the time. I've got it linked below my videos. So I'm just going over those and repeat that again on the second piece as well. And then to fold these ones, start off on the left hand side there, and you just want to create a mountain fold, and then a valley, and then mountain valleys. Basically all of those ones that fold over are mountain folds, all the ones underneath are valleys. But again, I go through that a lot slower and in more detail in those other tutorials which I've linked. Just go over all of the score lines, give them a good burnish, and then just repeat that again on the other piece. Again, really easy. Once you've done it once, you know what you're doing, you can do it much quicker. So now I want to stick these together. So I'm just adding some glue down the centre of one of them, doesn't matter which one, and then just stick it over the other. When this folds down, I think it's 7x8. Like I said, I've made gift bag envelopes and box envelopes that these will fit in. Then in the set, you get all your mats and layers for this one. So whether you do it as a double like this, you've got the big mats and layers, or if you do a single version, you've got just the smaller mats and layers for the side. So I'm just using my holographic cardstock. Love this cardstock. I use it all the time, especially when I make birthday, like party kind of cards. So I'm just going and covering all of the sides there using my construction glue, sticking the mirrored pieces down, and then when I stick all of the pattern paper on top, I use double-sided tape just because I've got that shine. I didn't want to get kind of glue smudges and all that kind of stuff everywhere. So I'm using the party papers there, and I'm just trying to place it so that I get a nice kind of arrangement of the balloons in the top left and right corners of the card, and then I'll go back and just use the smaller dies to take out parts of the rest of that image there. So the design looks like it's kind of going off down the side of the card as well. And you'll see that in the photos towards the end. So now I'm just going to quickly fast forward, and you can see all the mats and layers there. And I'm just placing down those last ones. So I didn't want to keep all of that in. It's pretty repetitive. All the mats and layers are there, so you can just cut them however you please. But it looks really nice with the contrast of that orangey yellow candle background paper in the middle, and then the balloons around the side. So I'll just cut this piece here, which is what I'm stamping the poem on. This can be any size you want. You might just want to stamp it right into the middle of the card, but I thought it'd be quite nice raised up just on a little bit of foam, and that's the Happy Birthday poem there. You can see it just fits in there perfectly, so it's quite nice to use them on these larger cards. So I'm just getting that one inked up and stamping that. And then, like I said, I just popped a little bit of foam onto the back of the mirrored piece. Because of the dimension of the card when it's all folded down, it just kind of levels itself out. So it's not actually creating any more bulk than was already there anyway. But if you've seen some of the other cards I've made using this die set, I've added flowers and embellishments. So they are special cards. That's why I've called them the Showstopper collection. They're great for those big birthdays. You could have a big birthday number in the middle, maybe a photo, might be a new baby's arrived. There's so many, different occasions you can use this for. So now I'm using the Have a Drink on Me stamp set. So I've just stamped out the glasses there, and it's quite funny when I was colouring this one. So we've decided this is the Made to Surprise cocktail. There was loads of other names as well that were in the chat. It was quite funny. Everyone was saying they fancied a cocktail now. So I'm just using colours that were in the paper pad and just mixing them to create this refreshing cocktail. And really fun to colour these ones, actually a little bit different. So, and then the cocktails here, I've done strawberry margaritas, could be strawberry daiquiris. It's entirely up to you. Any drinks you want, any colours you want. There's no rules. So I'm just, again, using my Black Widow pencils to colour all of these in. Really easy, simple colouring there, just with a little bit of blending. And then get those ones all die cut. And you might not see it that much in the video, so I'm going to say it now, but I used these crystal ice flakes. It was a really good idea. Someone said about glitter or something. They mentioned something to put around the rim of the margarita glass. And then I remembered I had this, you'll see it, like I said, I think I only briefly show it, but I sprinkle it around the rim and it really looks cool in person. It's got like all these kind of like broken pieces of like ice around it. It looks cool. So I've just taken the little addition pieces there, the music notes and the little umbrella and the candle, the straw. And I just cut a little slot in the top of the image there, just so I could feed the straw and the umbrella in. I've done a little bit of inking on the umbrella as well, because you've got like a stencil. So I just paper pieced it over the white die cut one that I originally done. You can see that I'm just threading them through, or feeding them through, sorry. It's the end of the day now when I'm doing this voiceover. And then this is the stuff here, but I don't think I really show what it is, but it's crystal ice or something like that. I will, if I remember, I'll link it below this video. But you can just see it there. Like I said, you can see this in more detail if you want to watch it. You know, at the normal speed, but it just added a really cool effect. It's definitely something I'll be using on more party kind of cards and stuff, because it was more something I used for like ice and snow. So then I'm using the little lime slice, orange slice, watermelon slice. It can be anything you want depending on how you ink it. So I just cut them both in white, and then I've used the Distress Oxide colours here just to create that lemon slice, and I'm going to have one of those either side of the card just as another element. And I end up putting a glimmer or a shimmer pen over the top just to give them some sparkle, and I add a little bit of the accent glaze around the edge as well, but you'll see that better in the photos at the end and what I share on my Facebook page. So just adding those in there, and then I think I finished the card with the accent glaze over all of the glasses, and then some Nuvo drops in the middle. So there's loads of dimension, there's shine, there's texture. It's big, and it's just, like I said, it's one of my favourite kind of styles. Lots of people in the chat were saying they just love this die. It's one of their most used ones, whether it's just half or a double to make this, you know, mantle pleaser, showstopper kind of card. So you can see they're just going around with the accent glaze. That's the sparkle pen there. So I just added it on the umbrella as well, and it just when it catches the light, it's yeah, it's nice. But you could add sequins to this, so many other cool things. But hopefully now you can start to see all of that detail on the card there. You can see the glaze catching the light, the Nuvo drops in the background. You can see the glimmer pen there on the lime and the umbrella. There's just so much to look at. I had such a lovely 2 hours putting this card together. And I just, as always, hope it's given you lots of inspiration. If you've got these dies, then this is another fun way to use them. As always, I will link all of the product that I've used in the description box below. The video to the normal, you know, full length Facebook Live will be there as well, and along with the normal tutorials that are on this Facebook page will be there for you to watch at a slower pace as well. So lots of inspiration, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Take care everybody, and thank you for watching. Bye.